So here's a hand. Look, this hand, uh, I can't mulligan it because, it's got lands and things to do. It's not ideal. Ideally, you want at least one drop creature here. But look, we have Thoughtseize and we have Despise, so can't complain really. We're going to lead off with Thoughtseize just because it has a bit more reach. And we can see what we're dealing with here. Alright, looks like another sort of mono black deck, except it has Whip of Erebos. So we can take his Herald with Despise. He's got double Bile Blight. I think the most potent card in this hand is either Sign in Blood or Whip. I'm going to take the Whip just because I don't really have a way to deal with Whip in my deck. Although he's still a bit of a distance away from it. But we'll see how that works out for us. So we want to draw into some... Yep, that's literally the perfect draw. So now we can lead off with Despise. And then we can drop a Blood-Soaked Champion. And good times will ensue. I have a lot of players who just rage quit after I Thoughtseize and then despise them. Players don't like that at all. So we know he's going to, Bile Blight away my Blood-Soaked Champion, but I don't really mind that because double Bile Blight can deal with Tasigur. A single Bile Blight cannot deal with Tasigur. And also he's going to spend time Bile Blighting instead of doing anything else. And he might just choose to Sign in Blood instead, seeing that I've stripped any proactive cards from his hand. Yeah, here we go, he's signing in Blood. So we get a free 2 point of damage in. Excuse me while I have a sip of tea, I've just woken up. Yep, so we have a bit of a game plan here. As you can see, if he deals with my 1-drops, I can use them to help cast Tasigur. Like if he Bile Blighted my Blood-Soaked there, I would have been extremely tempted to delve it away for Tasigur because his hand really would have struggled against Tasigur. As it stands, I might just drop Mogis Marauders here and get through for damage because its Intimidate is not going to do much against this guy's deck, so I might as well get in some damage with it while I can. I can play Nard Scarhide. I think Marauders is better though. Just the 2/2 haste for 3, really. Let's get here for 4, down to 14. So now he's going to have a choice of what to Bile Blight. I'm assuming he'll Bile Blight my Mogis Marauders. Seeing that Blood-Soaked Champion can just come back. And that's perfect because then I'm very happy to delve away my Mogis Marauders. Mogis' Marauders for a Tasigur next turn. And we seem to be in a very good position. So as you can see, like, the Thoughtseize and Despise in the early game just really helps set up a win for you, because I'm not saying I'm going to win this game, not to get ahead of myself, but as you can see, this game has panned out fairly one-sided so far because we're just able to strip their hand from a keepable hand to a pretty rubbish hand. Meanwhile, you don't mind losing cards because of Tasigur. The Thoughtseize of himself is kind of annoying here because he's going to take my Tasigur away. So that's frustrating. Then he has Bile Blight open for his card of choice. But look, it's still not bad. We're going to get in for 2 next turn, and then I'm going to be able to either bring back a Blood Soaked if for some reason he decides to make me discard that, or drop a Gnarled Scarhide and have a lot of pressure on him. And any top deck Gurmag Angler, if he's able to deal with my threats, a top deck Gurmag Angler will be live. Mogus's Marauders. What do I want to play here? So, like, I'm a fan sometimes of holding on to Gnarled Scarhide if I don't need to play him because of his bestow utility. I don't know if I'm reaching a point where I want to bestow here. If I play Marauders, I'm giving him more information than is necessary. I think I'll just attack, see what happens. Hold back my Marauders for now. So that if he draws a creature, he might not do the combat math correctly. Let's see if he Bile Blights here. I'm assuming he will. He just has nothing else to do in this game. Taking his time. Yeah, he just takes the 4. Interesting. Oh yeah, that was another really good reason not to play Mogus's Marauders. Bile Blight. Wow, that would have been a bad attack. That would have been a bad plan of attack. I guess I just drop Scarhide here because he knows about it. I don't think he'll be playing Drown in Sorrow, at least main board. I hope not. That would really suck. And if he Bile Blights something end of turn, then I want to be able to put on more pressure next turn. So I'm happy with dropping Gnarled Scarhide here. Look, if he has Drown in Sorrow, he has Drown in Sorrow. Yep, so Bile Blighting. Probably my Blood Soaked. No, takes the Mogus's Marauders. I'm fine with that. Yeah. Like, there was an argument for if he has more removal in hand, he could have taken my Blood Soaked and forced me to have to replay it for 2, or just like try and trigger raid and make bad attacks. So Squelching Leech. Alright. So Squelching Leech is a big guy. But this is the part of the game where I'm just going to have to try and bash past him. So, unfortunately, Mogus's Marauders is Intimidate won't do much in this game. This is where we're going to side into Herald of Torment. But really, I don't mind now because it's going to be a hasty threat. And we can get in for 4 damage. He'll probably block the Marauder. We can get in for 2 damage next turn. The Swamp. Yeah, look, I'm just going to play out my hand. When you have Anglers and Tassiers in your deck, you pretty much just want to play your lands. So, let's drop the Marauders. He has another Bile Blight in hand, which is going to be a real bitch. But we're getting him down to 4 here. We're at 18. So hopefully we can grind this one out. It would be nice to draw one of our big guys. Although his Squelching Leech could begin to outclass our Tassiers and Gurmag Anglers fairly soon, actually. So what might be an idea is to draw another Mogus's Marauders just so he can keep swinging past him. Alright, let's see what he's got for us. Oh, it feels weird having no hand. Herald of Torment, okay. He's gonna lose life off that thing. Like if we can just survive 4 turns, I'm assuming. Oh, he might have a whip coming. So yeah, sitting here doing nothing for 4 turns isn't my best plan right now because he might have whip coming. But hey, it's not a bad plan. Like go ahead and attack here, mate. I'll take 5. Push through. Oh, he has Bile Blight, so I'm not pushing through much damage, and he's not attacking. So he's playing really carefully, which makes me think he has. Makes me think that he definitely has a a um a whip coming soon. Otherwise, he's under a lot of pressure. What do I do here? Look, there's no profitable swing. I guess I can just swing with Blood-Soaked Champion, and just replay him. Look, I might as well do. I don't want to Grave Strength because I know he has Bile Blight, so I get 2 for 1. He'll probably try and Bile Blight me end of turn. There's no way he's not blocking, so I'm just going to keep mana up. I don't know, maybe he'll think I have a Murderous Cut. In real life, you probably just attack here. But, I don't know. Yeah, so he has a Bile Blight. So, hopefully he thinks, oh, I can take 2 damage. We Grave Strength out now, Scarhide / Blood Soak, whichever one he leaves us. And bash in for an alpha that he never sees coming. If we Grave Strength now, it's going to already add 4 counters, which is awesome. Like we can fight with Squelching Leech at that point. Because we'll probably add another one. So he takes on the point, he's at 3. Where is Lightning Bolt in black when you need it? Bump in the night. Alright, what have you got, buddy? 2 cards in hand. Okay, he's going for the Alpha Strike. Obviously, I can't block. He must have some sort of trick here, another creature at the very least, because he knows if he takes 2, okay, he has to have removal. Because if he takes 2, and then goes to his upkeep, he's dead. One thing I can do is Tormented Hero and then Grave Strength it. And that'll trigger its heroic ability, which is each opponent loses 1 life, you gain life equal to the life lost this way. That could be extremely relevant right now with his Herald out. Hoping he doesn't have Whip. He would have played Whip, I would imagine, if he had it. So I'm just going to run this into some removal. And then probably instead of bringing Blood-Soaked Champion back, I'm just going to hit Tormented Hero with Grave Strength. So let's see what he's got. What have you got for me, buddy? Because otherwise you're dead. Oh, he's just dead. Okay, he was hoping I'd swing. And I did. Maybe because he saw I didn't swing last turn, he was like, oh, maybe this guy doesn't like attacking. So we're going to take out Mogus's Marauders. I don't mind having 2 in. We'll see what I have to bring in. So we're going to bring in Herald of Torment. I actually like the Spies. Like, this is where I just get greedy with the Spies. Pharika's Cure. Let me think about his deck. There weren't really many Pharika's Cure targets. Heroes Downfall is an option. Let's see what we want to cut first. Alright, let's just cut all the Mogus's Marauders. Grave Strength is a little suspect here because he has Bile Blights. He has a lot of removal. I'm going to take out 1 Grave Strength for another Downfall, just so we have, for a Downfall, so we have ways to deal with his Squelching Leech. I'm gonna keep it like that. I could drop more Grave Strength for more removal, but I'm not 100% confident with that plan. So we have a good bunch of removal. We have 1/1 drop. This is not a great hand. But once again, I think it's a keepable hand. You get a lot of hands like that where you can win with this hand easily, you know, because you can hit Blood Soaked, and then just Bile Blight their threats away, and then drop a Tasigur, and you're loving life. But this could just backfire horribly, where he might just have removal for my Blood Soaked, and then I'm applying no pressure until I somehow get a Tasigur down. So let's see what happens. So he's delted for a Swamp. Alright, what's the draw? That's a great draw. I'm loving that draw. Gnarled Scarhide lets us get some more early pressure down. Play through some of his Bile Blights. I wonder if he brought in something like Dark Betrayal. That would be interesting. That would be really good against our deck. Dark Betrayal? No. Okay. Good. So as I said, generally you always want to play the Gnarled Scarhide last, because it has better long-term utility. I don't mind Brain Maggot here. I've got 2 Bile Blights, so I'm going to deal with the Maggot, get my thing back. Don't mind an excuse to chuck a Bile Blight in the yard. Ideally, you don't want to be Bile Blighting a card like Brain Maggot, but hey, that's what he's forced us to do. So let's see what he takes. I'm assuming it'll be maybe like a Tasigur, yeah. Tasigur is a terrible choice in my opinion, because I don't really need to deal with that Brain Maggot now, to be honest. Because Tasigur was a little while away. Like, he'd be better off taking like another Scarhide. But I'm going to attack here. If he wants to trade for Blood Soaked, I'm just going to replay Blood Soaked happily. Otherwise, I'm getting through some damage, and then I shall play a Scarhide. There's a line of play where I just leave Bile Blight open, which I might consider. Yeah, so let's think about this. So I can just leave Bile Blight open, which lets me play Herald of Torment next turn. Yeah, I'm going to try that. Because if I ever get to bestow my Gnarled Scarhide on Herald of Torment, I'm fairly happy. Obviously I could do it the other way around, but getting to 5 mana in this deck is a lot different than getting to 4. So he's signing in blood. I'm fine with that. Because it just means this turn he's doing nothing, so I can keep applying pressure. So I guess playing Gnarled Scarhide would have been the nice play there, but he knows I have Bile Blight, so he doesn't want to just play something into it. By the looks of things, he finds a 3rd swamp. It's annoying that I don't have the images for his swamps. People just use standard legal swamps. Okay, I like Grave Strength here. I think this is a turn where I just have fun with Grave Strength, just because I'm making a video. And because his removal barriers are down. So I'm liking a Grave Strength Gnarled Scarhide turn here. Although I have nothing in my graveyard. So Grave Strength could miss altogether. But then it can let me do something like Bile Blight and Tasigur next turn. Let's just go for it YOLO, as the kids say. And I'm a kid, so I'm allowed to say it. Grave Strength. Blood Soaked Champion, you are getting some strength from this grave of ours. Don't you dare have Dark Betrayal, Ed, or Ulcerate. If you have one of those cards, I'm coming for you. Yay, we hit nothing. What a life. What a life. That's the first time it's ever happened to me, but I guess that's a strong possibility. But as I said, like even in this worst case scenario where you just do nothing with your Grave Strength, it's letting me hit the Tasiga a long way. So now he's blocking with Brain Maggot. I'll get Tasiga back. So I can either just Nard Scarhide here so that I can attack and then play Blood Soaked next turn, or I can Delve Away Blood Soaked. And I'm fairly happy to Delve Away Blood Soaked here because he's reaching a turn where he's gonna like drop he's gonna drop like a Squelching Leech or something big, which I can't win with 2-1s at this point. I need to hit a big 4-5. And look, if he has the downfall, then he has the downfall. He hasn't been playing like he has a downfall. So unfortunately, my Blood Soaked has to go. But I get Tasiga, which is still a powerful play. And I still get the hold. Like, I'm happy with that because I get to hold my Bile Blights to deal with that Brain Maggot. And he let me attack with it last turn to get through 2 damage. And now he's changed his mind. So here we go, we have a turn 3 Tasiga. We have him at 15 life, he has nothing on the board. We have 2 Bile Blights in hand, so even if he like Squelching Leeches and I draw a land, I can double Bile Blight. If I draw 2 into 2 lands, I get to live the dream and bestow Herald. Oh, look, once again, I'm fine with Brain Maggot coming down, because honestly, like, that's not doing much in this stage of the game. If that's his big play, well, I'll have a Tasiga. Just go for it. What's he take? I don't really care what he takes here. I have to decide whether I want to Bile Blight his Maggot next turn, or if I'm happy to let him soak up 4 damage. He took Nard Scarhide. Okay. Yeah, that's a fine choice. Let's think. Do we want to Bile Blight this? Now that I've drawn Downfall, I absolutely want to Bile Blight it. Because I like holding double Bile Blight lets us steal. Okay, he's just quit the match. So we're like, yeah, there was no way we're losing this match, really. He obviously doesn't have removal. And like the reason why I was tossing up with Bile Blight is holding double Bile Blight is really useful in that I can take out any of his big creatures with it if I draw a land. And he saw that, obviously, but drawing Downfall means we don't even have to care about that. Bile Blight is Brain Maggot, get in for 4. Eventually I want to start bestowing stuff, like, yeah, we had that game in the bag. So that was game 1. Thanks for watching.